So even though the application is crashed, but the SQL procedure is residing on the SQL server, it will not crash unless the database crash itself, in which case we don't do anything. But because the stored procedure is also residing on the same location where this table is, it will help in cases or scenarios when the application is crashed. So we need to create stored procedure to access database tables and data from an application, whether it's .NET application or Biztalk application, Java application, take any application. So that is one way. So, and one way is directly accessing the table from your application. The other way is accessing table and modifying the contents of it by using stored procedures. So how we can create stored procedure? Simple. Expand programmability. You can see stored procedures. Right? So right click, just click new stored procedure. So whatever is inside green is comments. So just delete that. We don't need comments. Okay. So now I want to create a procedure to insert a new application into the database. Okay. So what I have to do is create procedure, insert application. So that is my procedure name. Okay. Now to this procedure I need to pass applicant name and address entered from my actual application. Applicant name, address line 1, address line 2, city, state, and zip. So I am creating a procedure insert application using like 6 parameters. So all these parameters will help me to pass whatever is the information entered in the front end. So what I can do is, okay, I'll write the same insert query inside this table, inside this stored procedure. But instead of hard-coded values, I will just use the parameters I have. This way it will help me to insert the data into this database, this table, but with values whatever are passed into the stored procedure. So stored procedure is passed with these parameters, and I am using those parameters to insert data into loan application table.
Okay, what is this insert into testdb.dbo? What is that means?
Testdb is the name of the database.
Okay.
So DBOA is like access level. So by default it uses that, but you don't need that.
Okay.
It's a table name, that's it.
Okay.
once you created this, you created a script, execute. So this will automatically create a stored procedure for you. So you can see insert application. And it will also have parameters. Okay. So now we can test this stored procedure, how it is working. So to test it, simply right click the procedure, click on execute, and pass the actual values. So you can say if you want to pass null value, you can pass it. Okay. Okay, so it executed it. To make sure it is working fine, just go back to our query to select data from loan application. You can see there is a new record inserted, which means it is working fine. So now the stored procedure is working fine from database. Now let us see how to access the stored procedure from a .NET application. So to create a .NET application again, simply go back to Visual Studio. So if you remember our simple calculator application, I'm going to just create a simple Windows application exactly like that. Sharp Windows Forms application. So I'm just creating a new Windows application called Loan Application Console. So this will have a simple front end for customers, so they can complete the application and submit it. And I use the information they are submitting to pass it to database. So same thing, let's just drag labels for each of the information we are taking. So I created 6 labels and I'm going to change text for them. Store name, address line 1, city. So label is nothing but another Windows control. And then zip code. So now I'm going to drag text boxes. So they can